Alrighty, well hello everyone, it's John back and I'm going to be making my first guide ever. This is going to be a Mithril Dragon killing guide. Now with the addition of the new Polypore Staff, it's a very powerful staff that's fairly inexpensive at the same time, and even the casts are pretty inexpensive, so I've actually been using these on Mithril Dragons and it is highly efficient. Many people like to kill Mithril Dragons because of their high combat level, and because of the high combat level, they have a higher chance of dropping an effigy, so if you guys out there are looking for effigies, this is a great place to go. Also, they have a chance of dropping elite clue scrolls, so if you can get your hands on one of those and you're super lucky, you can easily bag about 300 mil from that. Now, I'm personally not 96 summoning, but I'm going to get there pretty soon, hopefully. But if you are 96 summoning, you can also bank the bones or bank any items. They drop rune battle axes, other rune items, of course bones. Even if you want to put the mithril bars into your yak, that's another cool thing that you can do. Also, there's a the elusive dragon full helm that everyone goes for. That's always great to see. So if you can get yourself one of those. And the number one reason why you should probably kill these things is because of this new Polypore Staff. It is very easy to kill these things. Now, you don't necessarily have to be the highest combat level to get this, but having a higher magic level or more health points or anything really helps in the end. So, basically, for the bare minimum, I'm a pig. Okay. Anyway, for the bare requirements, what you need is you need 80 magic to be able to wield the Polypore Staff. And being able to wield that's the whole idea is why I'm making this video. Also, it is highly suggested that your prayer, you either have 37 for the regular Protect from Magic, or you have 65 for the Deflect Curse for Magic. Alrighty, now for kind of a basic setup to do this. What I have here probably isn't the best setup, you could definitely do a lot better, but this is what I got. Basically, I have the full Mage Void. That way my accuracy is a lot higher because they are a high combat, so I want to be able to improve those odds. Also, I got the Arcane Stream Necklace because that gives me plus 14 magic bonus, and it also gives me 15% more magic damage. I have the Illuminated Unholy Book. Now, the only difference between the Illuminated and regular Holy Book is that the prayer is 8. Which is raised from the original book, but that's basically the only difference. I'm also wearing a Soul Wars cape to be able to have my prayer boosted 12. Trying to last there as long as I can. I have Mystic Boots right now because I don't know, I should get Mage Boots. I have a Ring of Wealth just to help me, just in case, with all the other things. So yeah, that's basically my setup. Now in my inventory what I have is I have some prayer renewals, which last 5 minutes, and super anti-fires, which also last 5 minutes. So basically, I'm going to take a dose of these at the same time. So every time one wears out, I know that the other's worn out, so I just keep going back and forth, and because with prayer renewals, your prayer drops slower when you're using it. If my prayer gets too low, I just raise it up with a regular prayer potion, and then continue on the process. Now, I also have a Vecna Skull, because basically there's no reason to have extreme potions anymore, or even those little Wolfer Tingers. Is that how you call them? Wolfer Tinger? You know what? That's besides the point. Just get a Vecna Skull. Vecna, something skull. The thing that my mouse is on. Get that. Because it's a lot efficient, because every 7 minutes you can boost up basically the same amount as an extreme potion. So that's awesome. I also have the Enhanced Excalibur, because in case my health gets low, I want to be able to heal. Also, since I'm on curses, I can use Soul Split if I really need to. Now, since I'm not 96 summoning, I would bring a pack yak if I was, but for right now I'm just bringing a unicorn to heal myself in between. But if you are 96 summoning, it is highly suggested that you bring a pack yak, because you can bank all the bones and all the mithril bars. Alrighty, now for some lower level things, just drop down a little bit in case you don't have a lot of money. What you're going to do is basically you just need to change your setup. Basically what I have here is Full Mystic, a Glory Amulet, of course the Polypore Staff. Just pretend these are blue, because I don't know, I didn't have blue ones in my bank for some reason. Now, you're not going to be able to have a shield if you don't have the supers anti-fires in your bank, or you're not able to make them. So you're going to have to give up your shield position to a anti-dragon fire shield. Of course, we're keeping the Polypore Staff, because that's the whole point of this. Also, grab a God's Cape, because I don't know why I'm comparing its stats. Because this is a free cape, And, you know, if you go out to the Mages Guild out in the wilderness, it gives you a +10 magic bonus. So that's always nice. It's free, and it takes up the cave spot, and helps you do a lot of damage. Now, for your inventory, basically what you're going to do is you're going to have the anti-fires. I have 3 anti-fire 3s in here. Didn't have any 4s, and I was making super anti-fires right now, so just pretend these are 4 as well. So we also have prayer potions, a Vecna skull in case you can afford that, and basically what you want to do if you're not the required summoning to get a unicorn, which is 89, you should just basically bring a terror bird or a war tortoise full of food just to be able to heal yourself whenever you can. Alrighty guys, now it's time to get to the Mithril Dragons. Now my preferred method is to use the fairy rings, and if you also have access to the fairy rings, the coordinates you will need to go to is BJQ to get to the ancient cavern. Now in case you do not have access to the fairy rings, there are other ways of getting there. And the most common way is using a games necklace to teleport to Barbarian Outpost, which I'll show you here. Just a tick. Alrighty, or Barbarian Assault. Well, I guess it's called Barbarian Outpost in the teleport, but whatever. You'll teleport somewhere right around here in the very front of Barbarian Assault, and you're going to travel all the way south until you get to this bridge. Now there will be a whirlpool there, and what you're going to do is you're just going to jump in. Now, after you jump in the whirlpool, you're going to end up right here. There's going to be a little staircase on the side. You're going to climb down that, and basically you're just going to travel south until you hit this spot right here. And as you can see, indicated by this yellow line, you will appear right here at the top of the staircase. Now, if this is your first time going, just be warned, there is a Mithril Dragon right there at the top of the staircase. So you're going to have your anti-fire and your protect from magic on right away. Now if you're using the fairy rings, you will spawn right here in this little arrow thing. basically go to the east to this spot, and bam, you're there. A third way of getting here that's pretty fast is using the oh, I forget what the name of it is. I'm just gonna post it right now. Yeah, you use that thing, and you go from Kuradow's dungeon basically down the staircase. You go to that spot, and then you head northeast until you get to the staircase in the same spot as the Mithril Dragons. Alrighty, now that we know how to get there, let's get to killing some Mithril Dragons. Alrighty guys, I'm all summoned up and ready to go, and as I said, my method of getting there usually is through the fairy ring, so we're going to go to the coordinate BJQ. And off we go. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, sorry, there are other dragons in here, and they also like to shoot magic at you. So you might want to drink that anti-fire a bit early. So as you can see here, there's some of them right here. They're not too high level, but you know, they're 227. I wouldn't want to, you know, stick around too long. But here's that staircase I was talking about. Basically go up, and boom, here we are. And the spot you want to run to is right here in the middle between these two dragons. Now what you do, I already did my Benka skull a little bit ago on accident, so you just do that and it gives you your boost, and you just start maging them from the spot. Make sure you have your protect from mage on at a distance, and just have at it. They'll never melee you. The only attacks that they're going to use against you are range and magic, and since you're protecting from one, you know, they're only going to be able to hit you 50% of the time statistically, but yeah, it's a very efficient way of killing them. Polypore Staff is really effective. Not much more to say. You just kind of sit here and let your Polypore Staff do the talking. If you're finding it really hard to hit, some things I would really suggest is getting the Void and also the Arcane Stream Necklace. The Stream Necklace really helps because it raises your max hit, and the more damage you can put on these guys, the better. Alrighty, and the good thing is, the moment you knock out the first one, the one right behind you is gonna start trying to beat you up as well, so you can just turn around and start kicking his ass next. So you guys can stay here for a pretty good time actually. Just be sure to keep up with your anti-fires and stuff, make sure that they don't hit you. And yeah, I hope you guys have a lot of luck killing these things. I've had a lot of luck with Void, using that as my method of trying to kill these things. I used to use Arums or Arums, however you say it. That worked out pretty well too, but I guess it's all preference and what kind of money you have. So good luck to you guys. I hope you get a Dragon Full Helm or some Effigys, and best of luck. Alrighty guys, I just thought I'd talk price with you guys a little bit. Now starting off, your first staff is going to be about 800k, and then after that you're going to have to buy spores, and each spore is about 30 GP each, and also you need 5 fire runes for each spore. So in total, to recharge your staff, it's going to cost about 615k on average, I'd say. Now you may think 615k is a lot, but you'll have to think about it. Think of how many kills you're going to get in 3,000 casts with that staff. Now you're probably going to make some good money off that, especially if you are banking the bones. Now let's compare the Polypore Staff price to something like, let's say, Fire Surge. Now Fire Surge, for each blood it costs 483, Death 475, you need 7 air which is 21 each, and you need 10 fire which is about 32 each. Now, saying this on average, each cast is going to cost you about 1.4k each. Now, in time, if you do 3,000 casts of Fire Surge, that's going to cost you 4.275 million. Okay, now look at that. 615k for 3,000 casts, or 4.275 million. Now I know Fire Surge you're probably going to hit a lot more, but if you don't have a lot of money, the better choice is definitely to go with the Polypore Staff. It hits a lot, it hits high, it's actually one of the highest hitting spells in the game, and you can use it on any book in case you want to be on Ancients too. I don't know. Go for it. So I hope you guys have a lot of luck with this. I've gotten a lot of chewed bones. I've gotten about 4 Elite Clue Scrolls. And that's just since yesterday. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Talk to you later, guys. New PK video coming soon.